Next in the NFL, we are inside GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. The scene just a few moments ago, predictably loud and raucous here at Arrowhead as their beloved Chiefs took field, and they are set to match up with the Philadelphia Eagles. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete.
And I can see the officials kind of looking at each other down there, silently wondering, does this meet the level of grounding? Fortunately, he did have a receiver in the area, but I have seen less obvious throwaways called as penalties.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down. So 2 incompletions have led him to an early 3rd and 10. They go play fake. Mahomes. Escaping the pressure right. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Whenever you see a quarterback break contain, just think to yourself, the receivers on that side of the field, their number one job, make sure they get in his sight line so he can try and find someone downfield. Guys on the backside, make sure you don't give up the deep ball. They tried it there. They weren't able to connect.
A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. First down run as he gets this forward for about 8 or 9. That looks to be 8 officially, so 2nd and 2. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
They'll try and run forward with Sanders, and he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line.
I always appreciate runners who understand situations. That was just 3rd and inches. No reason to dance around in the backfield and try and break off a bigger play. Just go pick up the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Play action. Here's Hurts. Sliding out of the pocket. Room to run past midfield. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
Well, that was man coverage. So once he decides to run with the football, there's no one to account for him, and he turns it into a nice gain.
Boston Scott, his first carry. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
It was Jaron Reed who got him down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They go play action with Hurts. He'll buy some time right. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. The kick by Elliott is good. And the Eagles, they take a 3-0 lead. So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. They'll run for the first time with Clyde Edwards-Helaire. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. We often give credit to the O-line there. 2 tight end formation. Those tight ends block pretty well also.
Yeah, and that's one of the most dynamic positions in football now. The tight ends who can block at the line of scrimmage at the point of attack, and they can also get downfield and catch the football.
Mahomes' throw caught by his receiver, Hill. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Edwards-Helaire as they run out of the gun. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
Not the kind of gain that we'll go absolutely crazy for, but it's the kind of gain that you need to have when you're running back in the NFL. And Clyde Edwards-Helaire, with that low center of gravity and strength, he's going to get those tough, gritty yards for you when necessary.
Meanwhile, Mahomes' throw here complete to Kelsey. And he has another first down as he'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 19. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. Flush to his right. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches. That was not a real confident throw right there, and he's just 2 of 7 to start the game. Now he's going to have to find a groove with a big 3rd down coming up. Let's see if his confidence can increase.
On play action, it's Mahomes. Eluding the pressure right. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number 1. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. And the first play will be a field goal try. From the left hash, it's a 36-yard attempt. Butker's kick here is good. And that will tie us at 3-3. So they've put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And after the field goal last time, let's see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want a drive to end with a kick. Most of them want it end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick other than the extra point. That's it.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Now Sanders. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 46. A give to Howard. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions. And here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. Throwing is Hurts. And that's complete to Sanders. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. It'll be a loss of 6 yards on the play. And it'll be 4th down. And Hurts not coming to the sideline. They're going to go for it. They'll try and throw for it with Hurts. Going deep here for Watkins. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And the Chiefs are going to take possession here at their own 33. So they tried to take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
And a lot of times when you air a ball out like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember, you've got 5 big offensive linemen out there playing on their feet in open space. Not a skill most of them possess that allows for extra yardage on the return.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Finding some room at midfield. And some room to work. And finally brought down at the 31-yard line. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. 1st and 10, it's Edwards-Helaire with it. Down to about the 22 here. 2nd and 2. Now Mahomes. That's going to be caught. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Mecole Hardman, a 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Chiefs have taken the lead. Extra point by Butker is on target. And the lead is now 10-3. The touchdown. Here's Butker on to kick it away. From the 6. A solid return. Pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
2nd down, back to Sanders. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 51 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
On first down, they run with Howard, and he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Working with 2nd and 5 now.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
Fighting his way through contact. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis. And it's a fumble, and it's picked up by the Chiefs. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Now left side on the swing pass. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And that'll make it a second down. Here's Mahomes to throw. And he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. They go play action. Now Mahomes. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
I'm looking at this with my defensive eyeglasses on because you remember the old days when a tight end saw a linebacker covering him and thought he had a mismatch? But the way they can run nowadays, not necessarily so. They gave it a shot downfield. That one incomplete.
And this is going to be intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And the Eagles are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They'll throw on first down with Hurts. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. I think you'd agree that looked like the right call from up here.
No doubt about it. What everyone has to understand is that the officials are going to be right on the play each and every time. You may not like the call, but they're usually spot on.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts. They'll roll him out right. Got an open man, it's Scott. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Hurts a handoff to Sanders. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
On first and 10, it's Hurts. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. On first down, Hurts. He's going to look deep for Watkins. And it'll be incomplete. Good job staying with him defensively. And it'll bring up second down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on first and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
On second down now, it's Howard. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. The Eagles into the red zone for the first time. First and 10 at the 19. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Under pressure, and he'll go down back at the 26-yard line. The Eagles will take their third and final timeout as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. Another try after the first down sack. Hurts. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
You definitely would like to have hit on that one because now you've got a 3rd and long showing up, and you just know defense is going to be getting after it. They are pinning their ears back, and they are coming.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Rolling to his right. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And the Chiefs are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And with a 7-point lead, they'll likely look to take this to the locker room and not really press the issue. And he'll just get rid of it.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Okay, Coach, yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. It's the Eagles ready to see the football first, and they trail here as we resume action in this third quarter. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll begin the drive with Howard. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Now on 3rd down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs. Hurts sets up to throw it. Well, it's caught on the right side of Smith. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Hurts going deep here for Watkins. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And the Chiefs will take over here just shy of the 30. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the third quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4. Now Edwards-Helaire. 43 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49.
Any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around with the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
He's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Offensive line right now really freeing up the rushing lanes on this drive.
And we have to give them props. They've earned them. But these big runs that we're seeing, they don't result without everyone else being involved as well. Blocking on the perimeter has to take place downfield too.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now they'll throw with Mahomes. Open man here. It's the tight end, Kelsey. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. It was T.J. Edwards who brought him down. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They stay on the ground. This time it's Williams. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage. And now 3rd and 11 coming up. From the gun, it's Mahomes. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And he'll be brought down well short of the first at about the 9-yard line. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. Mahomes in the offense staying out there. They'll go for it on 4th. Mahomes throwing on 4th. Flushed out right. This is caught by Hill for a Chiefs touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown there. And the Chiefs add on to their lead. Extra point by Butker is on target. And the lead is now 17-3. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm. As Sanders has it poked free, and it's picked up by the Chiefs. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. And that one quickly went from a big play for the offense, I thought it may go the distance, to a big play for the defense.
And how about the emotions for the defense on that play? It broke big. It was going to be an absolute disaster for them. And it turns out they end up with the football. I don't know that they're...
And that's caught. It's Kelsey. Touchdown, Kansas City. Travis Kelsey there to make the grab. And the Chiefs use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Extra point was Hooking, but he does make it through. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
You like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Hurts to throw. This ball complete to Rager. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. They're going on 4th down with Hurts. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Here's Edwards-Helaire, and he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. on 2nd and 11 now. Mahomes gonna let one fly for Robinson. And this is caught inside the 5. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. It's a big play there for the... And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Clyde Edwards-Helaire able to take it in from 1 yard out. And the Chiefs are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Butker is on target, and that'll increase their lead to 28. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And able to get this out to the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them into the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Takes it at the 7. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick 6 put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Melvin Ingram. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
7 yards, the pickup there. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes. And that one going to be off target and incomplete. Charles, thinking back to what you said in the first quarter, that part of the magic elixir for a road victory for these underdogs was going to be winning the turnover battle. Well, they only have one right now. Look at the scoreboard.
Yeah, not exactly playing to the form that I subscribed, right? When you talk about winning that turnover battle, that evens things out, especially for a road team, especially for a team that's an underdog.
82 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. Right back to Edwards-Helaire on 1st down. Open space inside the 10. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Clyde Edwards-Helaire, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Chiefs have taken a 6-touchdown lead. Extra point by Butker is on target. And the lead will swell by 1 more. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Taken in at the 3. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
Second down, back to Sanders.
They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
We know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 49-yard line. His throw incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
To throw again on 2nd down. Hurts. Oh, he bowls over him. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Again, he'll drop to throw. That is caught. It's the tight end Goddard. And they'll get this down to the 10. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch.
You got to figure down by the goal line. This is where a tight end earns his money, in the high traffic area. And he's able to work free in the middle of the end zone and grabs that one for a touchdown.
On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. And they make the score a little bit more respectable here in our final quarter of play. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. We've got a lopsided game here. I don't know, Charles, what does the handbook say that we discuss when we've got a game like this in the 4th quarter?
Hold on a second. Let me thumb to the proper page on that. You know what it says?
What?
Let's discuss how we got here. This is a dominant performance, where they took control of this game, how they've managed to keep control of this game, and then we go ahead and think about how we're going to leave here and get to the airport. In a lopsided blowout, the roads are usually open.
So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they look to salt this one away. Quickly to Kelsey.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then of course they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
They're still throwing the football here. Now, obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
Yeah, I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football. The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd down. Now here's Mahomes. He is going to find Hill here. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
You have fun with this one, partner?
I am. I mean, he's been fun to watch under center.
We always talk about getting to the next level, right? When we see people get into the zone, this guy's in the master class right now. What a performance he's putting on, just carving them up.
4 touchdown passes. Carving them up is right. Seems like everything he throws is going to be a completion and going in the end zone. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This will be fielded inside the 5.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one.
And he's just throwing the ball up for grabs now. Fortunately, that one going to fall incomplete.
At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them, because just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they blanket.
And now here is another interception. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. And the Chiefs are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Mahomes going to throw it here. Escaping the pressure right. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
To throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes dancing to his left. Open man, it's the tight end Kelsey. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. It's a big play there for the Chiefs. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Mahomes going to throw. Flush to his right. And that is caught. Touchdown. Well, there is a marker on the field. The celebration may be short-lived. Let's see. So the illegal forward pass also costs him a down, and now it's 2nd and long. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And it's caught, and he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, this is long since over, and some might see this as overkill, but remember, this is a team that puts on the hard hats, grabs the lunch pail, and tells everyone, we're going to give you a full 60 minutes, and that's exactly how they're playing this one out.
And, boy, talk about adding insult to injury. He's into the end zone to tack on 2 more. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
This one fielded at the 5. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say,
oh, and now some space to operate. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. And they just took a timeout with 2 seconds to go. This one obviously decided. Not sure they needed to take it, but we'll take it with them. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Sanders. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. The Chiefs victorious.